And how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. Today I want to talk about a new discovery that I made regarding Bethesda. This information is especially interesting as it could indicate that Bethesda Game Studios is further upgrading certain components within their game engine, which is something I think everyone agrees they desperately need to do. As always, be sure to take all of this with a grain of salt, as this is most definitely speculation for many reasons, including the most obvious one: this doesn't come direct from Bethesda Game Studios. On top of all that, while this information definitely pertains to Bethesda Softworks as a whole, there is no direct indication that Bethesda Game Studios will be using any of this new technology. However, Bethesda Game Studios has used components from other internal Bethesda Softworks studios in the past, so the chances are pretty good that Bethesda Game Studios would be using the technology that I'm about to be talking about in today's video. Either way, remember, this is all speculation while moving forward, and let's get to that information. As always, we'll be breaking this all down together, and we're going to start our adventure right here at our old friend, the current list of all active and pending trademarks and patents filed by ZeniMax and thus Bethesda Softworks. I break stuff like this down all the time here on the channel, as it offers one of the few rare sneak peeks into the secretive inner workings of Bethesda and occasionally even Bethesda Game Studios, who are so secretive that they may as well be the dark brotherhood of Bethesda Softworks by this point. Now, usually I'm talking about trademarks here on the channel, but today I want to bring to your attention these first two newest updated patents here on this list. These patents have been used and abused and upgraded in-house within Bethesda for years. In fact, I've reported on previous updates to these patents on videos here on the channel. And now it seems that as recent as a week and a half ago, Bethesda has upgraded this technology again. Now, to be completely honest, I am not 100% certain how this technology referenced within these two patents works exactly. However, I did do extensive research and fact-checking, and it does indeed have to do with image and animation rendering technology within the game engine. Now, we're going to talk about the first patent, which is for systems and methods for encoder-guided adaptive quality rendering. This patent had updates filed on May 14th, 2020, which is about a week and a half ago from the time I'm uploading this video, and the short summary of this patent is that it is for improving computer technology related to the rendering and encoding of images, preferably for use in a video game environment. And to me, this sounds like the game will adjust the image quality to be better optimized and balanced, creating profiles within the game's engine updated with the latest information the game would need in order to provide a better gameplay experience. It says that this technology is for use within a video game environment specifically, so this is something beyond what is meant only for use within video editing or video optimization purposes. And seeing how this technology seems like it could be pretty universally useful amongst all the different Bethesda Softworks studios, I think it's safe to say that Bethesda Game Studios could benefit from using this technology as well. In fact, I know they're using this technology because in the past they've used optimization technology exactly like this before, but as I said, I am by no means a technology expert, so I'd love to hear more opinions from people who have direct experience with such things. The next and final patent update that I want to talk about today is not as interesting as the previous one, but still shows direct intent that Bethesda is upgrading and fine-tuning their technology as much as possible for next gen. And this patent is for systems and methods for game-generated motion vectors. And this patent was updated May 7th, 2020, so about 2.5 weeks from the time I'm uploading this video. Now, when we look at the patent summary down here, it talks about improved rendering methods for graphics over a network, which led me to believe that this particular patent could be tied to in-house game development software rather than having anything to do at all with particular game engines. However, upon looking into motion vectors in the gaming industry, I discovered that motion vectors are indeed used within game engines and game development. Thanks to ye olde Google, we can discover that motion vectors have to do with all sorts of physics situations and more within games. In fact, let's say a ball that is kicked in a football game can be a situation where vectors are used to describe the force applied to the ball along with the direction where the force is applied. Same goes for a bullet shot from a gun, etc. And with that in mind, if we go back and look at the very particular wording in the actual name of this newly updated patent, it specifically says game-generated motion vectors, meaning the chances are pretty high that this is some form of engine upgrade as well, just like the first patent that I broke down in this video. Only this patent upgrade is for a different particular component of an in-game engine. And like I said at the beginning of this video, this is filed by ZeniMax and thus Bethesda Softworks as a whole, so there is no direct indication that Bethesda Game Studios would be using either of these new technologies. However, this technology is pretty general and broadly used stuff in the gaming industry, and Bethesda Game Studios has already done stuff like this within their games in the past, so the chances are pretty high that BGS will be using this newly upgraded technology. Remember though, this is all speculation for numerous reasons that I listed at the beginning of this video. This doesn't come direct from Bethesda, I'm not an expert in gaming technology like this, and this doesn't have any direct evidence that it will be used by Bethesda Game Studios, even though it does seem very likely. Be sure to keep your hype in check, and as always, what I want to know is, what do you think about all of this? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet, you may get featured in a future video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy the content, and if you want to stay in the know when it comes to the latest gaming news, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. Follow me over on Twitter for other news that doesn't quite make it into my videos here in the channel, as well as other channel updates, and check for links down in the description below for official Skullzi merchandise, the Skullzi Discord community server, and if you want to have your hand in providing future content, there are links on how to be an exclusive channel member here on YouTube or over on Patreon as well. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when these patent upgrades were just a favor from Todd Howard to provide upgrades for Elon Musk's Android son.
It just works.